Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My first question is directed to Mr. Doty, Chairman of the Public Company of Accounting and Oversight Board. Section 404 of Sarbanes-Oxley Act is a cornerstone in providing public confidence in financial statements. Section 404 requires firms to include information concerning the scope and adequacy of the internal control structure and procedure for financial reporting in their annual report. What are the benefits of Section 404B to investors?
I'm sorry, sir?
What are the benefits of Section 404B to investors?
Well, it is a fundament of good accounting, we believe, that there be good internal controls. Good internal controls have proven over time, Congressman, to be the best tool we have for early detection of problems and the prevention of fraud.
Thank you. And since Sarbanes-Oxley was passed in 2002, have the costs for the implementation gone down? And if we roll this back to cover fewer and fewer companies, what would be the impact?
It's the cost has gone down, as you rightly point out, because companies, I think, have gotten better, and auditors have gotten better at working with companies to spot earlier the improvements in internal controls that are needed. We would like to think that as the process continues to evolve, that without regard to the very largest companies or the mid-size or even smaller companies, there is an advantage to adopting and implementing as the best internal control system that you can find. I'm quite aware of the fact that there's a statutory issue here, and I don't want to suggest that we have disregarded the Jobs Act and the position of emerging growth companies, which have a different and competing statutory purpose.
Are you concerned at all that if Section 404B covered fewer and fewer companies, that some of the internal controls that are so important, as you correctly point out, in my opinion, are you concerned that some of those controls will be relaxed and we could introduce more risk into the system?
Congressman, we do see a change in the view of audit committees and boards, and there is a perception spreading in corporate America, which I think is very healthy, that if you're on a board of directors, you want to know they have good internal controls. One of the achievements of Sarbanes-Oxley, I think, might be that over the time that we have had it and over the 14 years of the PCAOB's existence, the advantages of internal controls for the board of directors as well as the stakeholders is becoming apparent. And so many of the people on audit committees to whom we speak, and we meet with businessmen and audit committee people all the time, we continually hear this said that most responsible directors would not consider going on a board of directors now that did not have an integrated audit of internal controls.
Well, I just want to say that there's a lot of criticism in this institution of Congress about regulation, but Sarbanes-Oxley didn't come about because everything was going great. And if we relax those requirements, I am concerned that some of the trouble that we saw back then could return. That's just my own view. Let me ask you this also, Mr. Doty, regarding the issue of technology. I think technology has always had and will continue to have a transformative impact on the financial statement audit. And I'm eager to see the SEC implement inline XBRL, extensible business reporting language. And I've opposed efforts from certain of my colleagues to reduce XBRL coverage. When it comes to audits, we know that the ability to analyze vast amounts of data, access it remotely, and create digital audit trail will change the audit forever. How will technology impact the accounting profession and the PCAOB?
We are keenly aware, Congressman, of the need to maintain our cutting edge and our investment in innovation. It will be incumbent on us to understand the tools of technology that are being used by audit firms, to appreciate the extent to which they can meaningfully contribute to a better audit. That's That's a project the firms have now and that will go on for a long time. And it will be important for us to recognize that, to adjust to it, to be able to evaluate how good their tools are and how competent they are at using their tools. That will be a technical challenge for us. We will have to maintain investment in technical skills and in data ourselves to do that.
Well, I've run out of time, so allow me to thank the panel, and I'll yield back.